Alright, sorry about that, guys and gals. I was testing volume to make sure that there was an appropriate amount of music slash game sounds. You know, technical difficulties with doing that last stream, and I wanted to fix it this stream. So hopefully it's fixed. I'll check. Next time there is a video cutscene of some sort, I will look at it and verify. In the meantime, you guys get to see me in all my glory of getting everything together and grinding money.
Stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million cause it depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family. From a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too long, I'm too long. Come down, make new thoughts. Like jumping off of that rooftop. Oh my devil, that I did nothing to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's your steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. I'm from the stage trying to run out my pain. I'm still something coming out of that pain. I'm saying with it, I came. I wanna slow down, I wanna behave. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Never stop, no rest, till the stress is stuck in my chest. Till this time it's wrapping my neck, progress to a god from a god. Mass whole place, more tests, more blessed. Dug deep down, trying to find my best. Find a beast, had to kill a conquest, I'm next. I'm too long, till I'm too long. Calm down, make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Oh my devil, that I do not make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yours, it's steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. I'm from the stage, trying to run out my pain.
Hey dude, what's up?
What you doing?
Just doing a bit of streaming and also just sitting here listening to some music while I do the streaming. So.
I'm reading a book.
Reading a book, huh?
Yep. And thought about see what you're doing, and gonna pack some clothes. And
Well, do you have do you actually have time to talk this time instead of pushing me off and saying you gotta go take care of something? Because I feel like you're just pushing me off because I'm asking questions.
no, I wasn't pushing you off.
I know. That's just what I feel. I know you're not doing that intentionally, but that's what it feels like. Because I never can really have a full conversation with you lately.
If I was pushing you off, I would tell you things you should know me by now.
I know. That's the reason. It doesn't change how a guy feels. Just saying.
How you feel? Hope with your hands.
We're not even gonna go there. Okay.
And why would I push you away?
Because it seems like every time I talk to you, you're always busy doing something or just don't have the time to talk.
Well, that's who I am. You should know I can't do 50,000 things at once.
I know, but you know I don't call you unless I need to talk, so...
Well, it's hard.
Just like I know when you call me, I know you don't call me unless you want to talk, so, you know?
Well, like today, why do you think I called you? I know you didn't stop.
Fair enough.
I was coming to your house, but one thing. You know how hard it is when you're 50,000 miles away?
I could see how that's difficult. And why would you be 50,000 miles away currently? That's what, California?
Yeah.
How did I know you were going to say that?
And,
Did your cancer return again?
yep.
What is it this time, dude? What are we looking at?
Nothing to worry about.
Danny, you're one of my oldest friends. You cannot say that to me, especially when it comes to cancer.
Give me it. They done took care of it.
Yeah, but how quickly did it come back this time?
Give me it. They done cut it all out.
That's what they said last time, and it still came back. So, how quickly did it come back this time?
Hey, they froze everything off my body. I got a frozen bat.
I hope it doesn't come back, dude. I know you've been fighting that for a while, but the fact that you didn't tell me you were going to California for that has me concerned.
You be alright.
That tells me it was more serious than you wanted to wanted me to know. You know that.
You be alright. And how you been doing?
Besides finding out just now that you had more serious cancer than you let on to believe, pretty good.
Except you hurt your disc on the wall.
No, just
You did?
Well, not on the wall, but on the my desk and stuff. Yes, because of my game. My game is being stupid. Well, the game I was playing last night was being stupid. I haven't played much games today until just now, so.
Who's your pen pal playing the game?
Well, I currently don't have a pen pal, and this is a single-player game, so.
Yeah.
I made a lot of people mad at me, but
As of right now, let's see. Let me look at my palm of my hand here and see what's going for me. Oh, look! We got nothing, which means no girlfriend, no life, no job,
I said
no
you-
car.
I didn't say the same shit.
You know me well too enough. Well enough that to me that's one and the same.
Look, I said something new. I didn't say the same shit.
No, but I did have a dream that may change the whole girlfriend situation.
I asked, what's going on? Did you get the Social Security thing fixed?
Yeah, the Social Security thing is fixed. That's fine. If I tell you what's going on, I'm gonna have to mute my mic on my stream. That way they can still listen to the music and see me playing, but can't hear me talk. So give me a second.
Okay. No, just say yes, no.
Well, you're on speaker too, so they would be able to hear your questions. So yeah.
Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight. Dripping rays paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping rays paint the skies, only you can make me. Make it last forever. Stop and die. With their nails done now. Remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to How long do I gotta keep you?
I thought my family was part German, not Scottish.
Hey, get it? Your grandma's from Scotland. I'm picking on you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're German. You got a little bit Dutch in you. You know? I'm looking at your grandma going down there.
Gotcha.
And she's been married twice.
Don't know about that.
Hey,
I'm not a big thing on family history anyway, so
I'm saying she was pretty cute when you was young.
let's not talk about my grandmother, please.
Hey, I'm giving you a compliment, man.
No, but I do. You did kind of revive my aptitude towards going back to college for cooking. So I'm really thinking about shifting focuses again. Like, trust me, the computer business is all well and good, and yeah, I'm
Are you
doing.
making a profit?
It's not even up and running yet because I haven't got the grants. So, but I mean, I could continue the process with the grants, and instead of opening it up in West Plains, I could open it up in Kansas City, and I could do the college, the job, in both jobs, the cooking job for the college degree as well as the computer business in Kansas City. And hold on, and I could possibly, I have to figure it all out, but I would possibly be able to actually stay on the Missouri side of Kansas City, keep my HUD, keep my everything involving my benefits right now, for now, and then put my work money in a way that it's not recorded by HUD or anything else, and it doesn't lower my benefits. It's a, forget what kind of account it is, but it does not affect my benefits. But I can't just willy-nilly take it out or anything, and anything else I want to spend it on would have a huge, like 20% surcharge to spend it on anything it does not qualify for. But that might be, because I'll have both businesses go. I'll have the cooking job. I'll have the computer business going at the same time, which could potentially, in Kansas City, could be a whole lot more than Columbia, potentially.
You know that? Did you hear about that robbery in Columbia?
No, I don't pay attention to the news.
You mean you didn't hear the guy stole $1.5 billion?
Again, I don't pay attention to the news. It's too depressing.
I don't bet you, but that was a big money, man.
Right.
But I'm glad you're doing good. And
What's that?
The guy who stole the money, it was the owner's son who stole the money, and he went to Las Vegas with it.
Gotcha.
And he lived 3 blocks away from you.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He can't say that ain't funny.
I don't think it's funny. Anybody that steals anything is, to me, that's not funny. But I mean, to each their own, I guess.
It was, the funny part was, the guy told the cop, I don't know who did it, and they looked down at the tape, and his son was the only one who was in the thing, and the guy goes, oh my god, that was my fault.
Right, right. Alexa, time.
Well,
The time is 7:44 p.m.
7:44. Yeah, I gotta make a phone call to my uncle because this changes. Because I could still do the computer business while going to college for cooking.
well,
I did not think of that, and that could really work in my favor.
yeah, but, no, and everything, you know, and see what happens, you know, before you go up there.
Well, I doubt anything will happen before I go up there. So unless I somehow magically have a girl talk to me, and she magically finds interest enough to actually date me, then I don't see a future in Colombia. And when the actual pool for market for computer repair is so much bigger, and I get a college degree for cooking to boot, I would say there's more benefit at this point in Kansas City than there is Columbia.
Like I said, man,
But I could get connected with the church up there that is in conjunction with Columbia Church and not deviate from the system. And I hear that they're low on technical people and could use more technical people that knows about technology. So I could potentially help with the technology technology stuff like I do down here, like I do here in Columbia. So I wouldn't lose much except for being in a new place, new town with no friends. So
yeah, but you need a lot of friends too, man. Just think
I'm sure I'll make more friends. With my life, I'm kidding. I make friends, and then they stab me in the back, and tell me that some ludicrous thing about how I offended them, and nothing I can say can ever change their opinion of me, and they stop being my friend. It's you realize how many friends I have went through because of the same old sap. They don't like my honesty. Okay, eventually everyone leaves me. The only two people that have not left me that have been friends has been you and Mark. Everyone else has came and gone. They just don't like me. Well, okay, Lisa, yes, I'll give you that. The point is, between the three of you, you guys are my oldest friends. I don't really have any other friends. I mean, I used to have friends that I hung out with a lot. We barely talk anymore. It's like we're more acquaintances than friends. It's like it seems like no matter what happens, no matter where I go, I make friends, I lose them. I make friends, I lose them. But the only real friends that remain constant seem to be you, Danny, or you, Mark, and Lisa.
you ain't gonna lose me and Lisa because we love you like family, man.
I know. The point is, I can always count on you three to be there. All the time. I have some other people that could potentially make it to that point, but they're not at that point. But the point is like I don't hold attachments to friendships. I don't, because I see more turnover with friendships, just like McDonald's sees turnover with employees. Hey, I'm just being honest here. I mean that's how bad the turnover is with my friends. It's like,
I know. Hey, you think I'm a Big Mac man?
The point is that I don't get attached to friendships because of that, and it just, I wish it wasn't that way, but I can't hold myself down with a relationship or a friendship because I always get disappointed. I always get tossed to the river like trash. And see, I'm already starting to tear up a little bit, and I don't want to. I'm tired of getting I'm tired of getting let down and thrown away like garbage, whether it be a relationship or just friendship. So I don't have the same attachment to friendships. I don't have the same attachment to relationships as everyone else does. I've suffered too much, and I have seen too much pain with turnover to just think the same as everyone else.
Hey, chip up. Right? Chip up. I didn't call you. Get down.
I know you called me to try to cheer me up. I do appreciate it, but it's the truth. I fail keeping friends because I unintentionally upset them, and then it's somehow it's always my fault and nobody else's. So
Hey, you know you ain't gonna make me mad, because if you make me mad, I'll come knocking on your door.
Oh, I know.
Here you go. Be happy.
I can't. Like I wish I was like everyone else. I wish I could have friendships that last. I wish I could have one decent girlfriend that will actually stay there through the thick of it all. I wish for all of that. But I never get it. No matter how much I pray to the big man upstairs, no matter how much positivity I have in the situation that one day God will provide, just I see more turnover, like McDonald's sees employees turnover, and I'm sorry I have to reference it like that, but it's the truth. That's how bad the turnover is with relationships and friendships. I mean, I just, for a change, want stability. And if that means I have to move to Kansas City and go to the church within the same system, become part of their tech team because they need help, from what I hear, and also go to school for college, and actually have a computer job of my own business, if I can have all 5 of those things in one place, I would say maybe there's hope for me yet.
Well, like I said, I'll call you in a few days and tell me what happens.
Okay, well, you'll have to call me either Sunday or Monday.
Well, I'll call you Monday.
Fair enough.
Because, hey, in the next couple days, they're gonna zap me.
Gonna zap you, huh?
Yeah, 5,000 milligrams.
Well, I'm just gonna say, good luck.
You wanna get zapped?
No, you can take your cancer and you can keep it.
I don't want it.
I know, but because you don't want it, you can actually suffer the pain of getting rid of it. I'm sorry to say it like that, but I don't want cancer. Right now, I have health problems of the mental nature. I will wait to have your problems until I get to be your age. Thank you.
I love you too.
Hey, I love you like a brother. It does not mean I want those cancer problems. I know I'll have those problems probably later in life. Does not mean I want to invest in having them now.
Well, I give you that.
I mean, to be fair with you, I haven't told anybody this, but I've been using my glasses a lot more lately. It's like, no, it's not. I feel like a bloody geek, and so anytime I'm not streaming, or I'm not going out in public, or I don't have company over, or I don't go talk to somebody, I make sure I take them off, put them away, and hide them. I don't like my glasses to be shown in public. I'm being a little bit prideful on it.
I tell you, you know how, let's see, oxygen?
Do what?
You know oxygen?
What about oxygen?
Okay, K2.
Okay, what about K2?
Double that 0.10. Okay?
Okay. I'm not sure I'm following yet, but keep going.
Okay. Oxygen times square. Okay?
Okay. We're doing chemistry, got it.
Equal Y.
I see. I don't think that's going to be the answer here, and I only say this because technically my family has a history of wearing glasses, and I'm afraid
I ain't talking about your glasses.
I'm
I'm
confused.
talking
Then.
about that oxygen what they put in this. What I lay in.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you're using the liquid oxygen. Fun. And not just any liquid oxygen. According to that formula, you're getting put in the heavy liquid oxygen.
Yes. It's like a pool. I lay in this
Right.
for 3 hours.
I wish you luck.
And they said for a normal person, they would freeze.
Right.
And I'm in there going, and you see steam coming out, and a normal person would throw. And I'm in there
Right.
going,
Well, Danny, I just want to say this, like, I don't think you or anybody realizes how much I've been wearing my glasses as of late. In fact, right now, even while I'm streaming, I'm struggling to focus without them. So, my eyes are hurting, but I'm again, because I'm streaming and showing my face to the public. I don't like my glasses. I don't want to put them on. Do what?
I said, I bet. But can you lay in something like that?
No, I could not lay in something like that.
Well, when this ice storm came, last time, before I left, right?
Okay, what about it?
I had a pair of shorts on with no shoes and stuff, walking outside.
Okay.
And people was cold. No.
Well,
And I walked in, West Plains to Pomona in my jet
fair enough.
with no shoes. Just
Fair enough.
You should have told me. What a no.
But no, I couldn't, Danny. So, but to But for the glasses part, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to wear glasses full time soon.
Well, you did that a long time ago.
You're right. I should have done that a long time ago, but I've been fighting it. I didn't want to become my grandmother or my mom or my grandpa or my grandpa. No, I just didn't want. I didn't want to be a member of my family like the rest of the family that has to wear glasses, and it's getting to a point. It's getting. Well, I don't want to deal with the contact situation. I just don't.
Well, and you need to buckle up, suck it up, and do what you need to do.
Yeah, but do you realize that my glasses I have are so old? It's gonna cost me like $70 just to get new ones made. I have $70 growing on trees. You kidding? I would be better off chopping down a tree, making my own lenses, and making the frame out of the tree for cheaper than $70.
I get that, man.
Just because I am creative and I could do that if I really wanted to.
Alright, Abraham, get the teeth out and make some false teeth out of a tree. Say, look, my choppers.
Yeah, let's not and say we did. Just saying.
I need that woodpecker come in and say, knock, knock. I think.
Let's not and say we did. Just saying.
You sure you don't want to take that bath for me?
I am positive I do not want to take that bath for you.
Well, you can tell someone you got something stiff.
Yeah, let's not and say we did. Yeah, no.
You can tell you're shooting some ice cubes.
Oh, good grief. Bye, Danny. Good luck with your heavy liquid oxygen.
Hey, you just tell her you got some ice Mountain Dew for her.
Sometimes you make my brain bleed, dude.
Hey, you can tell her you got some ice mayonnaise. You can tell her whip it up.
Oh my gosh.
You can't say that ain't a good one.
How about I just stop this conversation now? We'll be good. And then I will go probably have some supper and rest my eyes.
Hey, I could have said you can tell her you got some, what you call it? Yogurt.
Danny, I wonder about you sometimes.
Me too. Especially I didn't take my pills yet. But be safe. And I promise I try to be, what you call it?
You good? That's hilarious. When are you good? I'm just saying.
And see, when I'm asleep,
That's what I thought. I still don't know how, even though I'm a church guy and you're not, and you're completely perverted, I have no idea how you and I have became our friends this long. I don't know how we managed that.
let's see, you're the good side, and I'm the bad side.
So what you're saying, it balances out?
Well, like I told you, my mother's side from heaven. And remember, I could be nice. And you know, I am nice. Since I'm pushing the wrong button.
True.
that ain't out.
Right.
And men think I'm joking. You know?
Right.
I joke around, still, the demon side. And like I said, be safe.
Alright. You be safe too.
And hey, enjoy things and don't worry about the things you don't have.
Right.
Enjoy the things you got.
Right.
You know?
And I gotta make a phone call to my uncle again. I already talked to him once, but I gotta make another phone call because I think I can make the business, my college plans, and everything work.
Well,
You kind of renewed my idea by giving me plans on this, so
well,
maybe unintentionally, but you know.
and don't say I said stuff like that.
Oh, I don't.
Alright, be careful.
You as well, dude.
Alright.
Later.
Time for some of these nice shots. Alright, later.
Later. Call Carl Herbold Jr. mobile.
Calling Carl Herbert Jr.
He doesn't like live.
Been down the darkest road. Didn't think I'd make it home. I just walk on through. The ghosts are going around. Here yet I can't be moved. I never look back. And they start creeping in. But I'm leaving it in the past. Don't tell me that I'm dreaming. Don't tell me that I'm wrong. 'Cause I've heard it all before. But just look where I am now. We can break the cycle. Find our own way out. Was the light at the end of the tunnel? 'Cause I look at myself. Ghosts are all around.
Need to talk to you. It's important.
Ghosts are all around.
Life-changing important.
Been down the darkest road. I know that it's true. So throw your dirt at me and make it look brand new. She don't know my name. Not any easy shots. Turn these tears into shots.
Call Kelly.
Calling Kelly Zolan.
Hey, Curtis.
Hey, how's it going?
Not bad.
First of all, I want you to know that I am streaming and my mic is live, and you're on speaker because I am currently playing my game with my Xbox 360 controller, and I can't hold my phone and play at the same time.
Great. Hello, world.
Actually, my friend Danny and I just got off the phone, and he kind of renewed my efforts for college for cooking. And so I was thinking maybe I could do that, but also stay on the Missouri side. I get to keep everything. I don't have to transfer everything. I would have to figure out a transfer.
Well, you still have to transfer everything because that's not the district that your Social Security comes out of now.
Well, you can still be the payee.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I mean, when you moved from West Plains to Columbia, you transferred to a different district within the state.
Right, I know there would be some transferring some more. That's not a problem. But my thinking is, I can still do the computer business while doing the college stuff, because there's not much homework like your regular college for cooking, because most of your homework is done at the restaurant while you're working. And then I have the cooking job to go with the degree while doing what I need to for the degree. And then also have just do the computer business whenever I'm not working. So I could literally do it all and have a much bigger customer base because it's Kansas City.
Potential, yes.
Right. Potentially it could go a lot better. And all it would literally change is me changing the stuff again to the Missouri side of Kansas City, not actual Kansas City. Because if I try to go in-state, it's going to be a lot more transferring, and a lot of my stuff may not be transferred. But possibly I could get away with it since it is the Missouri side of Kansas City. Even though it is the Missouri side, I might be able to get away with the lower tuition fees, but it would still be the first month would be the full amount, and then the second month would be the lower cost, and it would probably only be that way because of the simple fact of it being in Kansas City, but Missouri side. It would still be technically in Kansas City at that point.
Right.
But because I'm coming.
So how are you going to pay for it?
Well, that's the thing. My grant stuff for college tuition, the FAFSA, last I checked, would pay pretty much for everything.
The FAFSA usually just tells how much you're eligible for, not pays for anything.
Right, but according to the mathematics, when I talked to the people at Johnson County College, it pretty much paid for everything.
Okay, through what system?
The FAFSA system.
FAFSA doesn't pay for anything. So what?
The grant money I get from the FAFSA.
You don't get any money from FAFSA, Curtis.
Okay.
FAFSA calculates how much money you can get from other sources. So the question is, what's the source? Because they're
whatever they do for their sources, I don't really know what they do. All I know is that people sign up for it for college, and they get money with grants and also loans. But I'm not doing loans, so I wouldn't have.
Sure, it's grants.
Yes, because when I did the totals last time, I had the options for loans. Yes. But the loans were not calculated into the figures, and the grant money was all that was needed for the actual college.
And that was enough to pay for it.
Yes. I'd have to go through the whole thing again just to make sure, because it is a new year.
It's a new semester. They're going to make you redo it.
Right, and I always said to myself that if I wanted to go into this cooking industry like this and get the degree in cooking, then I wanted to do it a fall of 2024. Well, if that's technically, it's still kind of my plan. So, You know, I would like to do that
How
still.
long is the school?
3-year. No, technically it's a 4-year college, but the degree itself is about 3.5. But because of my courses I have from my previous college, I mean, I knock it down to about 2.5 to 3 years.
So you've already checked with the school, they'll count those credits?
For the most part, yes. But again, we'll have to do the whole process over again. I mean, I still have the account. The account hasn't been canceled, but if I don't do anything this year, I have like a half a year before they cancel the account. So, you know.
Alright. Do you really want to have this conversation with me live?
I mean, if you don't want it live, I can mute the mic. So,
I mean, it's your call. I don't care.
I mean, it's just my life stuff that I want to do. So,
Yeah. So, a couple of things. The first one is you never worked in the food industry at all.
no, but that doesn't mean that it won't happen with this stuff. I do got plans to work somewhere in town, and that will carry over and have experience later on. And technically, you don't need to have experience to go to college for this college.
Okay, and I get that, but it would be,
Okay, let me back this up for you. Let me give you all the details.
okay,
So I got this computer business with the grants going. I also have plans to go working in a restaurant, not fast food, but an actual restaurant, preferably the Heidelberg here in Columbia, because it's a good generalized location for both college campus as well as business people. You know, it would be a good place if I get a chance to do one day of just one of my recipes. You know, just the sample size for that is phenomenal. So that is also in the works as well. But if I go to college in the fall, well, that gives me about 6 months to prepare. That means working at whatever restaurant that I get into, along with setting up the computer business whenever I get up there, instead of setting it up here in Columbia, and then also at the same time, you know, having some background in cooking industry for when I get up there.
yeah. I think the experience in the restaurant industry is going to be really important, because I would hate for you to go to school and then find out that you hate it.
So no, I already love cooking. I already love
I
cooking.
know.
So
But what you do with a cooking degree is not just cook for yourself,
I know. I get that.
which is a whole different thing, because you can love cooking and hate working in the
Kelly, did you forget that one of the holidays that you and everyone were down, I literally fixed about 20 people's worth of my homemade chicken bacon cheese quesadillas. That's 20 people at a holiday, and I enjoyed every ounce of that. Now, mind you, 20 people is on the scale of a restaurant, but that doesn't matter to me. If I already enjoyed it with 20 people with family, I don't think I'm going to have an issue.
Okay, I'm just saying it's a whole different experience, so I think it's really important that you work in a restaurant.
But at the,
Before you go.
I don't think I will have an issue, because if I was going to have an issue, I would have already had an issue fixing those 20 people worth of chicken bacon cheese quesadillas.
So, the second piece of my concern is it really is stressful for you to move to a new environment.
Yes, but that's always the case. That doesn't really matter. I always adapt. It's a little grumbly. I get a little grumbly, a little stressed, but I always adapt within a couple months. The only reason why it didn't adapt here in Columbia in a couple months is because of my upstairs neighbor keeping me awake at all hours of the night when I first moved up here. But usually I adapt pretty quickly. But I do so grumbling.
Yeah. Like, to me, that's a concern. You're going to a school to do something that you're not, that you think you're going to really love, but you haven't worked in an industry, so you're not sure. And it's a move, which is also a high-stress thing.
What makes you think I would not be sure? You forget who you're talking to, Kelly. I don't deal with sure or not sure. It's very black and white for me. Either I love it or I don't love it. So, and I wouldn't, and you know me well enough that I would not be pursuing this if I did not think I would enjoy it.
I understand that. I just am saying you don't have the experience to really know for sure, because it's very different to work in food when you're not the one calling the shots. When they don't let you do your recipes, you have to do their recipes. When they don't let you do it your way, you have to do it their way.
And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Like it.
Well, I don't like it, you're right, but I'm fine with it because I know that there's always a chance in the future by doing that I could do my recipes eventually, and I'm not going to screw up my chance to be able to do one of my recipes. That would be one of the in this particular case, yes, I do hate that sort of thing, but I would do it because there's a potential that I could come out farther ahead by doing so.
Those are my concerns, just so you thought about it.
Yes, I very well thought about not only your concerns, but they were also Grandma's concerns as well as Carl's. So you're the third person I talked to about this. So trust me, I have already went through this twice. And the statements have not changed.
Yeah, okay.
But I think, I still want to do the computer business. And I got it planned out that,
I think that's too, it's biting off a big chunk.
Do what?
To do both. I think that's biting off a big chunk to do both.
But see, here's the thing. The computer business itself is not going to be open every single day. That's the thing here. It's not going to be open every single day. There might be a little bit of overlap for the business, only because, like, whenever I'm not working at the restaurant, say I have a restaurant job that starts at 5 p.m. Well, that means if I want to work on Tuesday and I got to be at work at 5, well, that Tuesday, now I can be open between 8 and 4, have an hour to eat supper, and then go to work. Or 30 minutes to eat supper and go to work. So I could still overlap it some in that case and still do both just fine.
Right, but there's more to it than work if it's school.
Right, but the thing with school is this is not a normal teaching school setup. Yes, there is a lot of like paperwork stuff, but from what my degree transfers is most of that hand paperwork, like language and all that, is just transferred like that. I don't have to worry about any of the hard paperwork stuff. Most of my classes are literally going to be in the kitchen, and I can only get it while I'm in the kitchen working my job. There is no
Your job and your classes will be at the same place.
My job and and what I need to learn for the classes would be in the same place. They do have a kitchen on campus that I forget what she's called. She's called like the teacher is the main chef, the main person that does all this, but I can't remember what she's called. And she does quizzes at the actual college at their kitchen. But you learn, before you do the quizzes, you got to learn the skills through the actual job itself. So, yes, in a way I have quizzes still, but it's not handwritten quizzes. It's literally fix this and teach me what you learned at the job. It's very much more hands-on than pen and paper, or in today's technology, keyboard and mouse. I mean, right now, at last I checked, that's pretty much what I would have. But that was back in October, August, whatever. So I'd have to go through all the process again with them to know for 100% sure. Because I told them that I would not do anything until I get the 2024 FAFSA in place. So,
Right.
and technically it's 2024, so I could get that process started.
You could. Anytime.
But would you be opposed to it? Since I stated my case.
I'm not opposed to you doing the FAFSA, making sure that it's all grants instead of loans.
Right.
I'm not opposed to you applying to the school if you're confident that you
The school is already the school has already been applied to, and I'm already accepted. And have the account is left open for 2 years.
Yeah, my biggest hesitation is that it's not going to be what you think. Like, you think you know what it's going to look like, but what if it's not, and now you've moved? Like, that's my biggest concern. But I
Okay.
have no objection to you pursuing it if you want to.
Okay. I gotta ask. What do you mean? Not. You're talking to a person that's autistic that like over-analyzes everything and researches the heck until there is nothing left to research. Especially when
Hands-on is different than research.
do what?
Hands-on is different than research.
I agree, but I
You
don't.
haven't had a job in years.
You're right. I haven't, but that was because of my own design.
Okay, but be that as it may, what I'm saying is, this is not going to feel as happy and easy as you're making it sound.
I'm not expecting it to be happy and easy. You may that may be what you're getting from it, but I'm not expecting it to be happy and easy.
I have no objection to you pursuing it if you want to give it a go.
Okay.
I think it's going to be. I think you're going to run into some blocks that you're not expecting.
Oh, hey, no doubt. I'm counting on running into some blocks. Now, what those blocks is, even I can't predict that.
Right.
I mean, you're talking to a guy with autism that is socially awkward, that upsets more people than he can count unintentionally, okay? Or makes them feel uncomfortable unintentionally, or whatever the case may be, you know? I just gotta walk in a room and I cause a problem, okay? I know all too well about unintentional blocks.
Yeah. No, I'm not talking about that.
But I can minimize the amount of problems by staying on the Missouri side.
Yes, I agree with that. You're not going to get my 100% buy-in until you've done the FAFSA, and I'm confident that you can do it with grants.
Well, like I said before, back in August and October when I told you this before, it was all grants. But
I
again,
never saw it though.
you're right. You never saw it, neither did Carl. But I mean, I gave what I could at the time. But now that the FAFSA can be filled out again for 2024 for the fall, I mean that should not be as big of a problem.
It's a very big step, but as long as you've considered all of the
You kidding?
potential pitfalls, and you've considered the big stuff,
Right.
then I see no reason why you shouldn't pursue it.
Well, right now, you're right. It's going to make me stress moving again. Moving would stress out just about anybody. It does affect me a little bit more, but I don't think now that I've actually. Okay. I didn't want to admit this, and I have been keeping it to myself. I didn't like moving to Columbia. Not because I didn't want to go to Columbia, because I wanted to stay near Grandma. I wanted to stay near Grandma because West Plains, where I was located at, was a very good spot for people to come pick me up, take me to grandma's for holidays, as well as go down to my mom's for weekends whenever I wanted, and we could plan it.
Yep, Columbia is definitely less convenient for that.
So I had a real problem with it because it was less convenient, yes. But I always knew, as much as that was stressful, as much as I knew that moving up here would be stressful, I knew the biggest task, and what you and Carl didn't realize, the biggest task was dealing with the fact of not being around to be able to help grandma, or be near to be able to go to my mom's whenever I want. It's taken me almost 2 years to de-stress and detoxify myself from that. So, as much as moving does affect me, I don't think, now that I'm away from that scenario, yes, it'll still affect me, but it probably won't affect me near as big a scale as it did from West Plains to Columbia. Because at this point, I no longer have the grandma and my mom situation to deal with.
Right.
It's something I've been keeping to myself that I didn't want anybody to know about, but, you know.
I mean, you've said that before. That's not news.
Yes, but I never really said. I agree, I've said it, but I never really said it in that a big reason why my stress level was that way was because of that. And I never admitted they already knew what was going to happen if I moved up here. So, my whole reasoning to stay in West Plains was because of those two things. I'm never saying how good it was going to be, because I saw all along how good and beneficial it was going to be. But I didn't want to admit that. Even though I knew it was, didn't want to admit it.
Yeah. Well, I don't love the idea of you pursuing the computer business at the same time as you go to school. I think that you need to be focused on one or the other.
No, I'm not going to have the homework like normal colleges.
I understand that.
I mean, I can't just walk into the kitchen on my day off and do cooking. I can't just go to a kitchen and do cooking. This is what if I remember the talks with the college correctly. It's literally all hands on the job. I can't do it at any other time. I don't.
Well, you can do it in your own kitchen with your own ingredients.
I could, yes. I do remember the only thing that I do remember the problem with is possibly getting the utensils I need at home. That was the only downside to it. Is even though the grant money covered the books and the tuition and all that, it wasn't quite enough for the actual physical utensils. Like, it paid for some of it, but not all of it, according to the price that they were saying.
Yeah. And you have to provide your own utensils.
I think so, from the way I was understanding it. But they also give a full-on list of not only what you need, but also where to find them. So, but you know me, I'll look at that list, I'll be like, oh, this is what I need, oh, this is the average price, well here, let me go online and figure out if I can get this cheaper somewhere else. You know me, I'll take the cheaper route over getting it from the top brand.
Or you could ask for some of it for your birthday.
I could, yes. I mean, if this works out and going like I plan to, I actually hope to get up there in May. Honestly, kind of make probably my birthday weekend. Just kind of kick off the summer up there in Kansas City. That way I have a whole 2 months of getting used to the Kansas City area before school starts.
Yeah. Yep.
That would also get me ingrained with the church up there that's in partnership with the church here. I also hear that they need help with the tech department area because they don't have a lot of people to help them with. So I could volunteer to help with that with my computer knowledge as well.
Yeah.
So I have almost instantaneous ingraining into it. So that I don't think that would be too much of a problem. Now, how I would get there, I'm not exactly sure. I would have to talk to my friend Daniel, and he would have to put me in touch with some people that would be willing to give me a ride. And just
getting you there is you talking about to church?
To church, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think that would be an issue because Daniel knows a few people, and it'll probably happen just like it did here in Columbia. I know one person. Well, that person knows this people, and my list of transportation options grows.
Right.
So And you know me, I will find the people that are closer to where I live than have somebody drive halfway across the city to get me.
Right.
So I think I really do think I could pull off the whole college and computer business stuff together. Because I won't have normal homework like most people.
Yeah, that's your call. You're the only one that knows how much you can handle.
And the computer business is not going to be every day like the college work is, or the restaurant is. I'm only doing like 3 days of the computer business itself. So it's very minimal. Now, admittedly, when I get up there, I'll probably have to change the days of what I was planning for it to be open, based on what I get for a job, but for cooking. But that's easily doable. But I could stay down here. I could get the job at the Heidelberg or some other restaurant. In the meantime, I could get this grant funding all situated and all started for it, and then just whenever I get to Kansas City, just pretty much launch the computer business. At the same time, I'm trying to do the computer stuff. I may wait a little bit just because of finding a restaurant job, because it is up to me to actually find the restaurant. But that won't be a problem because with this whole finding a restaurant here in Columbia, in the meantime, I'm already going to have that particular experience in hand.
Yeah, I think that's going to be critical. You need to do that before you go.
That's the reason why it's on the plan and on the doctorate. You're talking to somebody that plans everything meticulously. I do everything with a reason and with a purpose, and it's very well overthought to the point it could be considered obsessive. But I like to know what I get into. I like to know if it's going to, halfway succeed, and I like to know if I'm going to like it. So I do everything in my power to answer those 3 questions, and if I can answer those 3 questions, I'm sold. If I can't answer even one of those questions, usually the option goes out the door.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you want to do that, so.
So I already got the plan. Now I just need to revive my college attitude and revise my plan just a hair to include going to Kansas City for this college stuff instead of just staying in Columbia. So.
Yeah.
I'd be basically doing everything I'm doing down here, except I'd be going to college.
And I guess they don't have that in Columbia.
Not anything like Johnson's, no. There is what is considered programs, but it's not. There is no official degree. That's another thing. I looked in Columbia. When I couldn't find anything I liked in Columbia, I looked at St. Louis. I didn't like, there was like one place, I don't remember what it was, but there was one place that was halfway what I was looking for in St. Louis, but not exactly. So, and I chose yours. And honestly, I didn't even think of Kansas City. In fact, one of Jay Smith's friends, it's one of Daniel's sons. He has a friend named Lauren. She is actually the one that suggested a college in Kansas City, and I honestly didn't even think of that because there wasn't any of my family members that lived in Kansas City, you know.
Right.
And so it wasn't even on my list. So Lauren was like, "Well, why not Kansas City?" And I was like, "You know, I didn't think of that. I honestly didn't think of that." And so that day after that lunch after church, I went home and got on the web and did some research, and that's when I found Johnson's out of like 2 colleges in Kansas City, and Johnson's was the one that had everything I was looking for. So I don't think Lauren actually has any idea how much she actually helped me find that one.
Yeah.
But this could potentially be good overall. I could get off my Social Security, I could get off my food stamps, heck, I could get off HUD. Slowly but surely.
Right.
And I was also thinking about implementing the, what was that? What is it? An ABLE account, and put a portion of the funds from the cooking job, as well as and possibly everything from the computer business into that. That way, I still have a little bit of funds outside of that ABLE account, but also most of it goes in there, so it doesn't affect my benefits as much.
Right.
Which I didn't even know about the ABLE account until Jim had said something on it. But you know, I honestly, if I do all this like that, it would be more beneficial to have one in a case like this. That way, eventually, I get off HUD, get off Social Security, off of food stamps, but it won't just be snap my fingers instant with everything going on. It'd be more of a gradual process. If you know what I mean.
I do. So this is not the culinary school, the Culinary Center of Kansas City?
No, it's Johnson County Community College.
Oh. And what would your program be?
You would have to ask that whenever I haven't looked at it in a while. Give me a second here. I can get to that pretty darn easily. I just gotta sign into my student email.
It's chef apprenticeship.
Yep, that's it.
We will have classes in nutrition and healthy meal plans.
Right.
We have classes in human resources and supervision.
Yes.
You will have classes in operational cost controls for profit.
Right. There won't be too many classes.
Capable of working long, hard hours, walking and standing in a fast-paced, physically demanding environment.
Which is not, yes, it tires me out, but I have always been capable of doing that. That's actually thanks to Grandma.
Yeah, this sounds very demanding.
Yes, it does, but I would not be pursuing it if I did not think I could do it. The difference between Grandma's work and this work is this is work I'll actually enjoy. I wasn't too fond of actually. Don't get me wrong, Grandma gave me a lot of skills and a lot of things learned through all her rental properties, but it just was not fun. I mean, I don't know how many people know how to put on a roof with another person. I don't know how many people actually knows how to clean a carpet with a carpet cleaning machine. You know, those are skills that not very many people know. Oh boy, do I like my Java blocker app. It just likes to be a pain sometimes. Alright, there we go. I am signed back into my Johnson County student dashboard. Alright, well, I will get the FF12 fixed tomorrow. My eyes are kind of hurting today. I hate to admit it, Kelly. I think I'm going to have to go to full glasses soon.
Yeah, that is possible.
It seems to be a trait in this family.
For some.
All I know is that as much as I hate glasses and I feel like a complete and utter geek wearing them, it's getting harder to focus and getting a lot more headaches without them. But at the same time, I technically, just like my friend Danny said, I should have been wearing them a long time ago, and he's not wrong. I should have been wearing them a long time ago, but...
Yep, I believe you should.
Problem is, I got glasses, but they're about 10 years out of date, and it's going to cost like $70 to get new ones, on top of a new eye exam cost, which I don't even think any of my medical insurance pays for. Ever since Medicaid stopped doing eye stuff and people everywhere stopped using Medicaid to pay for eye stuff, it's just like I don't think my Medicare actually pays for eye stuff. And if it does, I don't know it. I mean, nobody's really explained my medical stuff to me, so I don't know what I have and what I don't have. All I really know that I have is Medicaid that pays for things like the Oats bus here in Columbia. So, you know, I apparently my Medicaid still pays for transportation of medical sorts or stuff like Oats, but that's all I really know. Nobody.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about your medical coverage either.
I need to know it too. So I asked Grandma to teach me it for years, but it seemed like she just didn't want to teach me. So
I don't know that she really understood it either.
Well, somebody needs to understand it because I would like to know what I have and what I don't have.
Yeah. All right, I gotta get back to work.
All right. Well, thank you for talking with me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I still got to talk to Carl on this too and let him know.
You gotta talk to Carl?
I tried to call him before calling you, but because I talked to him earlier today already, he probably is busy doing something else now.
Yeah.
Apparently, he was at Sam's Club here in Columbia, spending $400 on 2 new tires. So.
Oh well, that's actually not terrible. It's only $200 a tire.
It may not be too terrible, but he had a very unhappy voice when he said it. So, and not only that, he had to stay there till it was done, and he had no idea how long he was going to be there before it was done. So, yeah.
John, his car or one of the kids' cars?
I didn't ask. I was afraid to ask. But, you know, that's $400 that he doesn't have anymore, so.
That's right.
He has not had a good holiday season. Right before Christmas, his hot water heater goes out and has to spend like $800 on a new hot water heater. And now he's got to replace two tires a month later. He has not had a very good holiday.
That's hard.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, we'll talk to you later, Kelly.
All right, have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Hello, you've reached Carl Herbal.